What's up, everybody? Gonna make the watch list for tomorrow. Give me a second and I am going to stream it for you guys and let people know that we are on. All right, so give me one more second for you guys. Why did that not post? Let me post it in the trade room or in the group. Sorry guys, I'm just talking to myself. Hey friends, we are doing the watch list video live on YouTube. Now come and join us. There we go. That worked. Share that. One more second, guys. I'm just talking to myself. All right, so I've shared it out. I feel like I've been just staring at my screen, talking to myself nonstop all day long and for the past couple weeks. We're doing our best, guys, to give you as much content as possible and really try to help you guys out. If you can see, if you've been paying attention on our YouTube channel, it's been kind of this progression a lot lately, right? We'll do a live stream. We'll do some recaps over here. Then we're building the watch list, right? So when we build our watch list, then you can see what happens during the day, you know, live streaming. And then, you know, sometimes we'll do the recaps as well to kind of let you know, again, give you that natural progression. So you can go back and watch these videos and, you know, see what's happened, how things progressed, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to build the watch list for tomorrow. I'll see how much energy I have right now. I am beat. I am tired right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll get right into things. But again, we want to tell you guys, especially if you just watched our trading recap video or our alerts recap video, it's very important. You'll see this video that I just did. You'll see the trade alerts for today right over here. They kind of sucked, right? Let me see. Oh, it's uploading right now. You'll see the video over here. They really kind of suck for today because the market kind of was in this indecision day, potentially. Doesn't know what to go, whether it wants to continue up or pull back a little bit. But this is why it's very, very important to not just go and, you know, be very careful of getting into it like a traditional trade alerts company where you go and you know, pay for someone to call out alerts to you. That's why our alerts, if you read about them over here on our website, right here, read about our trade alert setups right over here and how they work. They're different than a traditional trading alerts company. We don't call out entries and exits, again, because we're not a stock pumping company, but also number two, that's a terrible way to teach you to become a good trader. And you'll see if you just went off of, you know, the alerts, sometimes the alerts go off and then they dump right back down. You got to be careful, right? So that's why calling out alerts and being dependent on other companies is going to be potentially very detrimental to your success as a trader. You need to know how to be able to trade yourself, right? You need to be able to know, you know, support, resistance, where you would get in, where you're going to get out, and make those trading decisions yourself, not relying upon somebody else. And today was a perfect example of that. The trade alerts, they all went off, right? So all of them, as you can see, they all went off. We had a 100% ratio, but most of them sucked. Only 2 or 3 were kind of decent. The rest of them were terrible. But that's because if you go over here, the ES futures, right here, zooming in, you can see kind of that doji spinning top candle right at resistance. Again, in indecision day, you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green days. You're going to have some pullbacks, right? You can see a big double bottom pattern. It's kind of trapped in between this channel right here. So again, indecision. That's why a lot of times these stocks will go up and they'll come right back down. So that's what we're trying to do, guys, is just teach you guys how to become your own trader. We're teaching you support and resistance. I feel like I said, my brain, I'm staring at screens here right now, and I'm just like, oh my God, my head is spinning right now. All I'm doing is staring at screens, calling out support and resistance all day. Because we're trying to, again, give you guys more, give you the live streams, show you how we build our watch list, fill in some trade alerts, recaps, all that good stuff. Because, again, this is what it's going to take to become a good trader, is staring at this stuff over and 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 over again. So that is my rant. Let me get into the watch list for tomorrow. See if there's going to be anything good to take a look at. We're looking for stocks that are either holding their highs on the day or holding their lows for a continuation up or continuation down. Now, obviously on days like this, sometimes when you have this indecision like that, it's tough to determine whether to go long or to go short. I let the scanner show the potential plays, and then we pretty much go from there. Sometimes on days like this, the scans or the watch list might be a little bit light, but who knows? Let's take a look. So, BLKCF. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the watch list, and then in the end, I'll update with alerts and support and resistance, right? So this one right here is holding its highs on the day. Let's see on the hourly. Might be trying to break out of a downtrend. You can see some resistance around 50 cents. Might be forming that cup, maybe handle pattern on the hourly. It is getting above the moving average lines. So this is one, again, might have a chance to run up towards 50 cents. You might be able to make 10 cents or so on a 38-cent stock. That's where it might be worth it. If it was a $2 or $3 stock and you only had 10 or 12 cents, I might not look at it. But this is one we're going to keep an eye on just to see, again, if there's going to be continuation, if price can get above these moving average lines, with being aware of 50 cents as a resistance. All right, so let me look at ARTH. Don't like it. No. Maybe. Let me see on the hourly. This one's possible. Been a big downtrend, kind of a descending triangle. Let me take a look over here. Go to the hourly. So you can see kind of price has been in this like descending triangle area, right? Been kind of heading downwards. You can see kind of a flat, may have found a base at the descending triangle right over here. So you can see it's rejecting, it's hitting that 50 SMA. It pulled back right now. So want to see if this is going to bull flag and go up and get above that 50 SMA, or if it's going to crash. You can see this descending triangle here, but might be trying to get out of it. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll take a look at it towards the end. CRIS. All right. Icon. Nope. Ugh, that's an ugly looking chart. Another one that's kind of in a descending triangle. Let's take a look at the hourly. Yeah, it might be trying to get out of that. Might have a little bit of a push up. You can see there's some resistance. Let me take a look at this one. Man, a lot of garbage looking charts. We'll put this one to the side for right now as well. JONE. CVSI. Pot stock. Let's see here. CVSI. That one's kind of moving up. You can see some resistance around 90 cents. This is part of the marijuana sector. Let me take a look at CAN, the well-known pump and dump, see if that's going up. Nope. That's not. Kush Bottle, KSHB. Not really. So yeah, I'm going to skip CVSI. This is kind of a choppy, messy chart. IML, FF, I think that's a pot stock too. That's pulling back. Again, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, you know, when you have those doji candles, you get a lot of this choppy messiness stuff, so it's hard to kind of get a decent watch list sometimes when it does this. Like stuff like this, it just gets messy and garbage. Ugh. Just a garbage looking chart. Let me take a look at the hourly. Ugh, no. All right, so AST, no. DDE, no. Nope. Joe, sometimes I do watch us on the swing trades as well. I mix it up. ADXS. That one maybe. It's holding its highs right over here. This one may be one to keep an eye on. I'll put that peripherally. ADXS. Wow, that one's really moving up. EMIS, really overextended. No news either. I don't know why the heck that one's flying. So, let me look at the weekly. Where is that? 130. This one is moving up with no rhyme or reason. Oh, how do I zoom in and out? Like this, Robert? Like this? So I have a mouse, and I'm holding down the control key and then the scroll feature on a mouse. So that's how I do this. A mouse, I'm holding down control and zooming in and out with my mouse. Hopefully that helps you. So this looks like this one's just getting pumped up for whatever rhyme or reason. We'll keep an eye on it for potential volatility. No news on it. So, again, we're hunters of volatility on day trading, so it may get a pump. Gotta watch and see. Maybe trying to get above the 200 SMA on the hourly, so we'll keep an eye on this one. Let me see. It's right at resistance. Let me pull up the daily. I don't know if I like it too much. Guys, if you're watching this, remind me to pull up ZSAN. I'll do that next. Let me just say. I don't know if that's a swing trade one or if that's a day trade one. I know people were talking about that one. Monitoring ZSAN earnings tomorrow after hours. So this one might be a possibility. It is holding into the close. We'll put that one on down here. We'll get to that. Where did I leave off? ARQL. Potentially want to keep an eye on this one. See if it can get above $3. Let's take a look at the hourly. Possible, has room to move up to that 340-ish area. Let's take a look. Put ARQL. You're welcome, Aaron. That's funny. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you don't know who I'm talking to right now, again, we're talking in our trade room. Come join us over here. We have 2 trade rooms. So I'm not just talking to myself. So if you're on YouTube spying on us, you can come check us out in the trade room. We're only $10 a month. Big kind of cup pattern here. Pulling back a little bit. Let me see in the hourly. A little bit overextended. Let's look back here on the daily again. I don't know if I like that one as much. I'm not going to put that on. Big cup pattern right at resistance at the 200 SMA. Not sure if I'm going to put that one on. Galt, no. This one maybe. Let's see. IPI is holding its highs. Let's take a look at the hourly. Has some room to run. This one I like. I'm going to put that one on. No. Let's see, right around that 617 marker. Let me see on the hourly. A bit overextended for it's a little bit overextended for me. It is holding its highs, breaking out. Big green candlestick, couple of them here. I'd expect a potential pullback, so I don't think I'm going to put that one on. No. AUPH. This one really went up today. A couple major green days. Still going up here, but a bit overextended. I don't think I'm going to put that one on. Thanks, David. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm trying to push through right now. I'm super tired right now. I missed my afternoon nap. Nope. Now this one may be setting up. You can see a cup and kind of handle right here, right at the 9. Let me remove these drawings. This one may be one to look at. I mean, everything's kind of going sideways. Man, that got pumped up to $11. When was that? Wow, huh? This one might have at least some volatility to it. Yeah, no nap. I tried, bro. I tried. I went out and laid out in the sun for a little bit, got a little bit of a sunburn, and then I tried taking a nap. It didn't work. My brain doesn't rest, guys. It's always trying to think of something to do next for you guys. INSY, pot stock. There we go. There we go. INSY. Dan was talking about Kara as well. So let me put this one. I'm probably going to clear out some of this watch list, guys. Some of them might be a little bit more garbage. Kara. I don't know. The chart's not looking as good as INSY. But these pot stocks run together, so I might put that one on as well. We'll take a look at that one. No. APHQF, that is a pot. I think that's a pot stock. I think that's Canadian pot stock. Yep. So we'll put that one on as well. APHQF. Let me take a look. TWMJF. Yeah, that broke out a little bit today. ACBFF. That's a Canadian pot stock. No, not that one. maybe trying to continue holding its highs, AMID. It's in the gap, DERM. A little bit overextended. Man, that thing can really put that one over here as well. CBay. No, BOXL. Oh, look at that. That still went off, huh? Interesting. BIL, no, overextended. That might be a short. Be careful, something like that. Super overextended, or getting overextended, moving up almost. Yeah, it's a choppy looking chart. Nope. This has got a potential reversal pattern. I'm going to put that one down here. CSTE. Nope. How do I feel? Big cup and handle on the 1 minute here. Take a look at the hourly. Don't know if I'll put that one on. All right, let me clear this watch list a little bit and then see what ones we're going to put on it. So this one's a kind of a cheapo stock, so I might put it on because it's below $1. So we'll put Branson. Watch for potential continuation with resistance at 50 cents, around 0.50. So this one I put on as a cheapo stock. Again, 38 cents. Has room to go up to 50. Not saying it will. See if the moving average lines will cross and push it up. Be aware of 50 cents resistance. Might get a pump up. Keep an eye on it. Again, if a stock like this that's 38 cents can move 10 cents, you could buy 5,000 shares, cost $1,500 or $2,000, and you can make $500. Not saying it's going to go up, but that's why I put it on there. There's, a decent amount of, it can move up 10 cents or so. So that's why I put that one on. CRIS. I don't like that one as much. I'll take it off now. Joan. Let me take a look at the hourly. No, Dan, I zoom. If you please, how do you open a 5-minute chart? You zoom without the magnifier button. I still don't know what that means. So I have a 2-day. I have 2 charts set up like this. I just do a drop down over here. So it's kind of, again, set up this way, but I zoom in and out of my charts by holding the control key down and zooming in with a mouse, a sliding mouse. Hopefully that helped you guys. All right, so Joan, let's take a look here. Let me do this, draw my trend line. Maybe, I don't know if I love this one as much. No, I'm not going to keep that one off. ADXS. Possible here. Let's see. You can see kind of a 920 kind of pinching right at the getting above the 50. Let's take a look at the hourly. Take a look back at the daily. There's a gap between 226 Let me go over here. That 226 to that 248. So this one might be trying to get a pump. Keep an eye on it. It's kind of doing nothing. It's trading sideways, but it might be trying to push up a little bit. You can see some volume coming in. So let me see here. 188 may have found support. Look for potential continuation with possible watch gap between 225 to 250-ish. So you can see maybe continuing up. You can see the gap between 225 to 250-ish. May have found support here. You can see some volume coming in. So keep an eye on that one. EMIS. I'm not going to put that one on. It's very am I going to put that one on? Very overextended right now. No news on it. So I'm going to take that one off. ZSAN for those that have been talking about it. This one right here. Looking kind of wacky, but then you can see, boom, you got some volume coming in here. You can watch for this gap right up in here. Lots of gaps. So this might be one of those ones that might be fun and interesting to watch. ZSAN. So I think someone said earnings after tomorrow after hours. So watch for this one. And we'll put earnings 5:15 after hours. Watch for potential pump and a couple of gaps on the daily. You're welcome, Jojo. So watch for a pump. You can see gap here, gap here. Got some volume coming in. May have found support. Keep an eye on it, though, that it could pump up. Be aware of that gap, 537 on up. This could be one of those very volatile ones if it gets pumped. ARQL. This one right here. Possible. Let me do this. See if we can get above $3. Watch for continuation over $3 with resistance at 335. So watch if this one continues up. You have a 9 and 20 crossover potentially right there. And you can see 335 resistance. IPI. This one kind of got a cup pattern right here. You have some resistance right around that 489. Probably 450 as well. It's getting above the 200 on the hourly. So let's see here. 438 range has some resistance. So if it can break above that 440 range, it might have a chance to continue up. So be aware of that 450s marker as well. I don't know if I like this. I'm going to take that one off. Let me see. EGC. This one's a little funky right now here. It might be trying to set up. Let's take a look at the hourly again. You can see it had this real big pump the other day. Moving average lines are trading sideways. They're either going to break up or break down. This one is interesting. I want to keep it on because it looks like it could have some volatility to it. Interesting chart with pump to 11 recently. See if potential continuation day. Let me see on the daily. Yeah, so resistance at 200 SMA, right at that black line, that's 775. So let me do this. Why the heck didn't that work? Okay. Resistance at 200 SMA. All right, a few more here. INSY, pot stock. See some resistance right around that 760s and then the 779. You have a 9 and 20 crossover. You know, it's definitely got some resistance, but watch for if it can get above the 760s range and that 200 SMA. Chart still looks a little bit crappy, but with these marijuana stocks, if you don't, you got to catch them before they kind of really start to pump up. They really, when they pump, they pump. When they dump, they dump. So, pot stock, watch for continuation, but be careful of resistance at 200 SMA. There we go. INSY. Cara is another pot stock. So this one right here, the chart's still kind of crappy looking. Let me take a look at the hourly. It's not looking great. Dan, were you saying you were looking at Cara? I thought I heard you. It does kind of have a cup and handle on the hourly. Might have some room up to 13. I'm not sure if that's what you were looking at. Might have this kind of symmetrical triangle. It's close to its highs on the day. Watch for this $13 area. Might have some room up to 13. It is starting to touch that. You can see 1308, that 200 SMA. Yeah, I'll put that one on, but it's also very close right here. It's got a potential. You got to see that. Want to see that 9 and 20 crossover and get above the moving average lines. So pot stock needs to get above 50 SMA. Watch for resistance at 200 SMA. It had earnings. Oh, just an idea. It had earnings. Yeah, I don't see it. So this is one to keep an eye on. APHQF. That's another pot stock. Double bottom here. Let's see, $10 resistance. It did pull back around 965. You have a 920 crossover. Let me take a look at the hourly. You still have that double bottom. Might be bull flagging, kind of a cup pattern. This one's interesting if it can clear $10. This is a Canadian pot stock, I believe. So let me put 948. Canadian pot stock. Watch for continuation with resistance at $10. AMID. Look at that, right at that $11 marker. It has some room to run up to $11.50 to $12. You know, these areas right up in here, so 11. All right, so watch if price can get above 11 with resistance between $11.50 to $12. DERM. So this one's crazy in the gap right now. Almost has an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. This could just be absolutely bonkers or crazy. You got to watch this thing. This is nuts. It's already starting to get overextended, but it's one to keep an eye on for some volatility, especially being in the gap. 1162. Price is in the gap. Could be crazy volatility, so be careful. We'll support around 1150. All right, let me take a look. Right around 1110 maybe. 11, what is this, 11? Around 1110. Yeah, I put around 1110. That top of that. Come on. So I put it right here, the top of this like doji candle. So if it can go up, you can see some support right around there, that 11. I think it's around 1110, whatever that is there. So this one could be crazy either way. CSTE. There is a reversal pattern here. You can see if price can get above that 1160 area, might have some room to run. You can kind of see almost like an evening star pattern there, or a morning star pattern. So 1365. All right. So morning star pattern on daily. Watch for continuation up with resistance at 9 EMA on the daily. All right, so that is the day trade watch list. So I didn't know if I was going to have energy for the swing trade watch list, but I will try to push through for you guys to see if I can do the swing trade one for you guys. I'll see how much energy I got left. I'll try to push through for you guys and do one for you. So we'll go through here, see if there's anything that catches our eye. All right, do some like stretches here. Wake up a little bit. Give me some encouragement, guys. Give me some like, come on, do the watch list for us, please. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. Tiva has an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. It's a little bit all over the place here. It is, has it got earnings coming up? I don't know. How do I feel? The only thing I'm kind of thrown off. Thanks, David. See, David gives me encouragement. What's up with you guys? Jumping jacks. That's right. Jumping jacks. All right. Right. All right. So what I don't like about Tiva is it's a little bit overextended on the daily. I do like. There we go. All right, Aaron. Because your name is so cool, Aaron, I'll do it for you. All right, so I'm looking at this pattern, this inverse head and shoulders, but it is thanks, Aaron. It's a little bit overextended, so I'm a little torn right now because it's going up and pulling back. So I like patterns. I'm really, really a big fan of the patterns. Let's take a look at options over here. Lots of open interest, which I like. Good tight bid-ask spreads, which I like. I like the pattern. Has some room to go. I don't like how it's overextended. But let me take a look at the hourly. I'm going to put it on peripherally for right now. Just want you guys to see. Let me see if I can get trend line on this for you. Let me go to the hourly. Let me see here. So if you guys can kind of see here, trying to kind of get you guys a good trend. I almost had it right there. So we can kind of see it moving in. I'm going to kind of see if I can get it good for you guys. Let me try and get it a little bit closer, see where this goes out to. Let me go back, see where it's going. It's getting closer. You guys see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a trend line in on this. It's been in a downtrend overall, but it might be trying to sneak out a little bit over here. And let me see over here. Some resistance up over here. The chart is not the greatest, but I'm keeping an eye on this like kind of left shoulder head, right shoulder. So I don't know. I'm just going to peripherally put it on here right now. I'm thinking way too much about it right now. I've been staring at way too many charts. So we'll see. We'll get to that afterwards. No, too close to the moving average lines. SYMC. Nope. Don't like that chart. Boot. Nope. This one's got kind of like a pennant pattern, but not much of a history going on here, so I don't like that, so I'm not going to put that one on. Nope. Omer. That one's a bit overextended. Let me see. Right here to right here. Two major green days, a bit overextended. Let's see if there's how's the options. This one could go either way. It can get another pump up a little bit, or it could easily, come back down as well. So it's a little bit overextended to be bullish on it, so I'm not going to put that one on. KLIC, EC, don't like it. PAA, silver here. Let's see here. Go to the hourly. As you guys can see on silver, it gets a little bit choppy right over. See that wick came down here. So you kind of have that symmetrical triangle on silver right now. Let me go to the daily. Man, it might be trying to get out of that triangle. When I say overextended, is that price? Yeah, I mean RSI. Yep. So I mean like, yeah, overextended on the RSI. So this right here is one a potential watch to see if silver can break out of that symmetrical triangle. Again, it's been kind of messy and all over the place here. So we're going to put that one on peripherally right now. All right, so DPLO. Don't know if I like that one. TWMJF, pot stock. So this one broke out of that symmetrical triangle. Now, again, is it going to get a pump? This is where you got to be careful on these pot stocks, right? These, like this, right? Super hard to trade that. So you can see a 9 and a 20 crossover, which is good. But then you see it kind of pumped up to 26.10 today. Now it's just kind of dropped. So it's so hard to trade a pattern like this because it could easily pump and easily dump. This is the Canadian pot stock. Awesome. You're welcome, Robert. So these Canadian pot stocks, again, people like, you know, they don't have a history of proving themselves. Just like a lot of these other pot stocks, you know, the history is pumping and then dumping. So I'm not saying TWMJF can't be good long term. It's supposed to be Canada's best one, but the problem is, look, it's very hard to trade these charts with these wicks like this. If this wasn't in the way like this, I'd say potentially, but it's kind of hard, right? It's hard to trade these ones. It's looking like it might want to push up, but then it goes up, pulls back. So I want you guys to be safe, and this is not a good safety zone to put you in. It kind of breaking out of the triangle, but now it's indecision mode. So I don't like putting something like that on and getting you guys trapped. If there was options on it, I'd be more open. See, there's no options either, so you strictly got to trade that just stock. All right, so this one right here, big cup pattern, right? You can see, let me go across like this. Some support right there. Now, when I'm saying overextended very much so on the daily, right? But a big cup pattern. So now is there a handle going to form? You can also see kind of a bigger double bottom. So this is very overextended. Might want to pull back a little here, but it's still holding. Could easily fall. Let's take a look at open interest. So again, you have a lot of open interest, which is good. You have a tight bid-ask spread, which is good. You have more call volume than you do, or more call open interest than you do put open interest. So again, this is one to really keep an eye on because, again, by the way, guys, with options, make sure you take our options course over here on our website. So we have our options course over here, and then we also have a members only video on doing credit debit spreads, stuff like that. So make sure you take our course and watch that video, because now you're getting into an arena of, you know, just buying a straight call on this can be very risky. You might look at a potential spread, but you know, you got to look at the patterns here. You can see double bottom, you can see a big cup pattern, and then you can see potentially forming a handle, super overextended. So you have lots of bullishness, but also price is overextended, right? You can see major cup. So it's definitely absolutely one to watch. Got to see if it's going to pull back or if it's just going to continue to go. But these are patterns, right? We're always trying to be aware of patterns. You can see the double bottom getting above. So you got to see it stay above that $25 marker and continue. So we'll put that on to the side. Another double bottom right here. It's pulling back right at that 50 SMA. So it was trying to break out of the falling wedge, double bottom. So falling wedge broke out, double bottom. Now it's pulling back right here at the top of that double top. So not sure how I feel about that one. Ooh, right here. Let me do this. So you can see some resistance right over here. Might be forming an ascending triangle, guys. Let me see if there's options. Yeah, they're terrible open interest. The open interest sucks on it. Or the spreads suck on it. Darn it. See, I like this because it's forming kind of like an ascending triangle. So it might break out. You can see a few touches over here. Might be trying to break out. So I like the look at that. But the problem is, so some decent open interest right here, but the spread sucks. 70 cents is awful. Triple bottom, is it on HRTX or was that on the other one? Maybe that was on the other one. So guys, this is what I'm trying to do when I might have something that might be a good swing trade or a breakout, but I try to, when I go into the options for you guys, I'm looking for high open interest. So I like a few thousand or more. That's really good. But then I'm trying to get tight bid ask spreads for you guys. Ideally below 15 cents, sometimes up to 20 cents, but I want a really tight bid ask spread and high open interest and volume for you guys. So there's liquidity, so you're not getting trapped, right? So this, I really like the pattern for potential breakout, but I don't like the options change on it. Oh, CRZO. Yeah, let me go back over there. Triple bottom. I see one here, two. I mean, if you're considering this, but usually you want to have them kind of like equal together. Let me zoom in over here if I'm missing it. Yeah, so there's one bottom here, one bottom here. I don't know if I'm missing it. I mean, there is a bottom here, but it's a little bit higher than these two. Is that where you're... The other one? Oh, this one over here to the far left. Topher. If you're referring to this one, you want to have the bottoms as close to each other as possible. Again, sometimes they're going to be off, but if you can kind of see this line here, it's kind of close to this one. This one's still a little bit higher, but still when you want to zoom in, you want to look at, again, the patterns might be off a little bit, but look at, ideally what you want to look at is support and resistance. So you're kind of looking over here, you kind of zoom in, you can see there's support here, support right over here, and then resistance clearly right here at that $25 marker. And then so you can see kind of a double bottom, but then major cup and handle. What's worrisome, again, is the overextension over here, but I mean, it can keep going, so it's just it's a crapshoot on that one. Exact of a triple bottom, is that what you're saying? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if it rejects up here, it might fall back down. So yeah, this is one that, again, I'm kind of putting peripherally on right now. I'm a little bit nervous about it because it's overextended. So I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it on. I'm just kind of trying to build it from now and see how I feel. HTZ and box. Let me pull up HTZ. Are you referring to HTZ for a potential short or for a potential dip buy to go up? It may have found support for Hertz. Let me look at the hourly. It may have found support. Maybe a 1-2 triple bottom. It's got to get above those resistance areas. So here's a 1-2-3 triple bottom. Price has got to get above these areas right over here. And kind of in here, up in there. Oh, okay. Yeah, possibly. So this one right here, yeah, it's Hertz potentially here. You can see it's right at a base right now. Let me go to the daily. Yeah, possibly right here. It's a good eye. So if it can crack that 17 marker, you know, it's definitely a chance to continue down. Be aware that it's kind of oversold. This is one that's a good eye, so I'm going to put this on to keep an eye on over here. Good eye. Let me take a look at box, BOX. I got to get rid of CRZO. I can't. It's just too overextended right now, guys. It makes me too nervous for you guys. BOX right here. BOX. Let me get rid of these charts. So this one right here, it is overextended. It could easily fall, but at the same time, it could also potentially be bull flagging as well. It is overextended. Let me take a look at the hourly. Yeah, it is. Could be. It's failing the moving average lines as well. So this one could easily fall too. BOX. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, it could easily fall down more as well. So yeah, just keep an eye on this. Sometimes you get a fake out and it can go up further, but it is overextended. Could definitely pull back. You're welcome. Let me see. How can you place a limit order ahead? I mean, if the stock is trading a tune, want to get it at a 250 through active trader. That's I don't do that as much anymore. That was a what is it? A buy stop, guys? I think it's buy stop. I think it's a buy stop limit order. I don't know if I did a video on that for you guys with active trader. I don't use active trader much anymore. It's funny. Whenever I make the videos, I make these videos and then like, so future reference, I can go back and reference it. So I made that active trader video. It's like the top one for Thinkorswim, and I don't even remember how to use it because I don't use it as much anymore. I use more interactive brokers. I use Thinkorswim for charting. So long story short, I don't know how to do it for Thinkorswim, but I think it was a buy stop limit. But Thinkorswim customer service, or TD customer service, is incredible. If you give them a call, especially after hours right now, they'll be able to tell you how to do that. Buy limit. That's right. Buy limit. All right. So this one I'm not so sure about because it can go either way, but it is failing the moving average line. So I see what you guys are looking at. It could definitely easily fall. I'll put it peripherally for right now. We'll take a look at it afterwards. Not here. Pen. Dang, look at this one, huh? Cup and handle. Right here. Big cup. Overextended on the RSI. Man, that's a beautiful cup. See if the handle forms. It might pull back before going up. Let's take a look at open interest and volume. Lots of open interest. Huge. Look at the massive open interest on the call side compared to the put side. This is definitely one to keep an eye on. Watch for the pullback, right? So this could easily, like I said, it's breaking out. It could easily retest before going up. Definitely one to keep an eye on. PENN. You got it, Bo. Nope. So I'll go and I'll put alert levels at the end here. So I'm kind of putting these on and then we'll go weed them out towards the end. Overextended on the daily. It's got a bullish pattern, kind of had an ascending triangle breakout, but it's a bit overextended. No. BTU double bottom broke out right above here. Oh. So double bottom broke out. Now be aware of that 40, 45 area and then kind of up here. So this could continue upwards. This may turn into a cup pattern. $42, some resistance area. Not much again. So this is something I'd look at. I'm like, maybe I'd consider an option for you guys or putting on for swing trade, but then I see not a lot of open interest and stuff, so then I kind of just skip over it. I don't know if I like that one as much. SU really overextended. So look at this. Cup, handle, broke out, really overextended. This might be one for a potential put. If there's, again, several green days in a row, overextended. Now I'd say, okay, let's take a look at the put chart. Lots of open interest over here on the call side. Now this is one to potentially keep an eye on. Again, not a lot of open interest. Well, some of it's starting to over here on the out of the money side. Lots on the call side. It's broke out of a cup and handle. This is one to potentially keep an eye on if it gets overextended for a pull back a little bit, right? So this one might be a potential put with it being overextended. Let me take a look at the hourly. Yeah, I mean, it's got some room. I'm going to put that one on as a potential put. Yeah, so let me take a look at Cron again for you guys. Yeah, I try to be careful of those for a swing on these small caps. So this one, it's a little bit difficult because it's rejecting right at this gap here. So it needs, see it rejected at that 685. You want to see it get above that gap. And then it's got that resistance at 7 and then 713. Can it be okay? Possibly. You can see a double bottom here. Actually, almost a triple bottom right here. 1, 2, 3. It could go up. Again, it's a crapshoot with these small cap stocks. They could easily, look at this. Went up to 11.90 and then it comes all the way back down to $5, right? So, if you got down in these areas, you could potentially ride the storm a little bit, but it's tough. I don't trust them. So it could be good. I don't know how. I don't like to do them when I swing trade a small cap stock, or we do it very quick, like a day or two. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps you guys. This one right here, a little bit overextended. You can see here might be doing a ascending triangle, a flat top break. Right here. Look at that. Man, there's a few potential ones to keep an eye on for you guys. Let's see. You guys see that? An ascending triangle. That looks gorgeous. Let's see. With kind of a big cup pattern here. Kind of overextended as well. Let's see. Open interest. So spreads are not that great on it. It's really borderline. Really borderline. 20 to 30 cents. Very borderline stock. It's very borderline, but I like that ascending triangle, and you could kind of ride it. So I'm going to put it on peripherally for right now. I like the pattern. I don't like the options. This has got a double, almost a triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. Double bottom breakout over here. Some resistance up in here. It's getting a bit overextended. So I don't know how I feel about that one. CRSP. I don't know. Nope. Cup and handle break. Cup broke out. Bit overextended. MGA. Another cup, kind of a handle breakout. CVS. Double bottom. 1, 2 bottom. Double bottom. Got some resistance right up around $70. Let me see. This is one to potentially keep an eye on as well. Kind of a cup pattern. It's got some room to run. Man, there's potentially more swing plays than there are day trade ones. CVS. We're going to have to weed down this watch list for you guys. Man, that's really overextended. Another double bottom right here. Double bottom. Some resistance right up in here. 76 range. 75. Let's take a look at open interest. Another one that's, man, lots of open interest. Borderline on the spreads. Ah, man, some of these are really good looking. XLNX. So for those of you guys who are watching, some of you guys might get some extra plays that I might not put on the watch list. Dang, this one might be target as well. Oh, man. Might be looking to try and break out cup. Kind of big cup pattern, bull flag, bull pennant. Might be trying to break out. Dang it. There's too much going on the watch list here. Yeah, cup. Let me do this. This is easier. Here we go. Handle. Look at that. Handle. There we go. Cup, handle. Top of the cup right here. Look at that pattern. Beautiful cup and handle. Utter perfection. Cup, handle, looking to break out of that handle. This one's got room to run. Target looks really nice right now. Does it have earnings coming up? Yeah. Dividend. Dividend on 5/15. And then looks like earnings on the 23rd. So a little less than 10 days away. I like that pattern. That's one to definitely keep an eye on. See that handle, guys? Handle with kind of a double bottom. If that could break 73, that could really move. Still got some resistance here. You can also see kind of a head and shoulders. So you can see a head and shoulders wrapped up in here, but a 920 potential crossover. Lots of stuff going on there. I just like the patterns. Target, TGT. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Robert. Thank you. Let me take a look at NSU. NSU. So, yeah, the overextended, pulling back, could easily fall down. Be aware here, this is a potential short. It might go down into the gap down here. It is overextended, but, you know, just like on any of these things, you know, this could easily hold and go up. I just don't like the pattern on it right now. It could be a cup, big cup, maybe a handle. It's just a little bit too messy for me. So, you know, this could easily keep an eye on this 336 area. If that cracks, it could easily go down to 303. Nope. WTW. No. NXPI. No. Okay, so now we have several on the swing trade watch list. Now let's kind of weed it down a little bit, see which ones I like and dislike. I'm going to try to weed it down to about 5. So pen is a bit overextended. Got a great looking cup pattern. Might form a handle like a pullback before it goes up. So I like that pattern. Let me see. Tiva. I'm going to get rid of this one. I didn't like that one as much. Hertz was definitely a potential short. Although, just not liking the pattern as much, really. Let me just kind of see if I can get rid of the drawings. Let me see if I can get a better drawing out of this. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm having a tough time. Let me go to the hourly again. I like to try to find these patterns in the drawings. It's just a little bit choppy. You can see it's got a base down here, so this could easily crack, but then it could also be a triple bottom and the buyers can come back in, so it can kind of go either way at this point, so I'm kind of iffy on it. So I'm not going to keep that one on. Wait, box. So box could go either way as well. Could be could easily fall, or it could kind of easily break out. You can see it is failing on the hourly. You know, buyers could come back in down in here too as well. So I like to try to, again, find the patterns. Not saying it's bad, but again, it could either go either way. This could fall, or it could bull flag and go up. So it's a little bit tricky. I'm going to take that one off. SU. So I really like how it was a cup, broke out, but now it's overextended. Might be one to pull back a little bit. So do I want to buy a put on it? Let me take a look at the spreads. Lots. We'll go back. We'll come back to that one. DK. Could easily break out. It's an ascending triangle, but was borderline on the spreads. So guys, I like the pattern, but the spreads 25, 95. What is that? Was that 25 cents? It's so borderline. Let me come back to that one. CVS. Kind of a bigger double bottom. Let me come back to that. XLNK. I don't know. I'm going to take that one off. I don't know if I like that one as much. Target. I really love the pattern, that cup and handle pattern. See, this is what I love, to find these patterns. So I like that a lot. PAA. Could go either way. It's got a symmetrical triangle. Might be trying to get out. Let me take a look at the hourly. I mean, you can go either way at this. These symmetrical triangles can be very tricky, but I do like it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are on there. All right, guys. Tell me which one I should take off so far. Whoever's listening. I'm torn right now. Let me see. I like Penn. If Penn can pull back and form a bull flag, I like that for some potential continuation. It could easily fail. So I don't like that it's overextended. So I'm still torn with this one. If it could pull back some before it continues, I like the cup and handle, but I want to see that handle hold. SU. Just because it's overextended, I might pull back SU, but it could buy, again, it could be a nice put. Dan, are you still on? It's still riding. I'm going to get rid of SU. I don't want to bet against it yet. DK. I just like that ascending triangle pattern. I don't like the spreads, but they're very close, and I like the pattern on it. SU is a put. I know. I know what you're saying. Let me go back to that one again as well. I know. It is. It broke out. It's super overextended. I do like it for a put. right up here. There's definitely a range for it to go back down. You guys can see there's really good one. Target is a definite yes. I love that one. CVS, I think I like that as a definite yes too because it's got a double bottom. Let me see here on the hourly. Still building a cup above the moving average lines. Has some room to go. DK, I really like that ascending triangle, but I'm borderline on the options. Maybe take DK off and check tomorrow for a better spread. Also bordering overextension. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. DK, you said? Although I don't like the spread on it, but I like how it's really close and it keeps, it's got that ascending triangle. Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep that one on. SU I like as a potential put. Pen. I'm thinking about potentially taking pen off, but it could pull back and go. That's a thing. So pen or PAA. These symmetrical triangles, I'm just not a huge fan of them. So I might take PAA off. Good news is we have some good ones to keep an eye on, guys, which is good. All right, screw it. I'm just going to put these on and I'll put notes on them and say. So all that deliberating. Let's see if it can get above that 73.79 marker. I want to see it cross above here to continue. So you can see, oh man, I think my brain is getting fried here. All this analyzation of stocks all day long here. All right. So major cup and handle. Look for handle breakout. Above. Look for handle breakout. Where is this? Above. I'm going to put above $74. Resistance below 80. Earnings coming up. All right, so I want to see it get above that 70. I'm just going to say 74 marker. So you can see handle within the cup, but then you have a head and shoulders here, right here. You want to see it get above that left shoulder, and it's also right at resistance, so it could easily pull back as well. So again, you got a lot to play out over there. CVS, double bottom. Go to the hourly. This has some room to go. Up to 69 to 70. So 66.82. All right. Double bottom on the daily with room to run to 69 to 70-ish. Thanks, Robert. I got to watch wrestling tonight, so I'm going to have to go to Chipotle after this. Then I got to watch Monday Night Raw, so I won't be sleeping. DK. I like the ascending triangle. I like how it's just kind of riding this trend line here. Spreads aren't great. I just like the pattern. I like how it's kind of slowly grinding. 50, 15. Slow. So ascending triangle. riding the 9 EMA. Spreads are how do I spell borderline? Borderline for options. Watch for break, flat top break. So, guys, I really love the pattern. I want to see it get above here, multiple touches. You can see this trend line. I like how you can see it's a bang and touching the trend line. Options are borderline, but I like the pattern. SU overextended, could continue up. I like this one for potential put because it's overextended. So this one's an at or below. That's it. Cup and handle break out, overextended, potential put down towards 40 or below, or to 9 EMA. So you can see overextended. Watch for potential short. Obviously, be careful around $40 for covering, and then you know, watch also the 9 EMA. This could easily, again, cup, handle, breakout, may want to retrace. Did I do that right? SU and or below. Let me put these active ones. We got a lot. This swing trade watch list is crazy today, guys. This one, I love that it's got the big cup. It might be forming the handle, so it could retest over here. This 33.31. I like, you know, so it could easily fail, but I want to see if it can retest and continue upwards. Let me see if there's any. Ooh, look at that. Oh, even on the weekly, look at overextended. Super overextended. It's overextended, but man, is that. It's hard to ignore this one. Let me go to the monthly. Man, oh man. It's just overextended everywhere right now. Thanks, Topher. So this one's tough for me, right? Say I love all these cup and handles. It is overextended. I gotta walk away from this one. I'm gonna take it off. So that's that. This is a long watch list for you guys. For anyone that's watching, come and join us over here. It's our community, Facebook. Keep all the garbage, the spammers, the trolls out. So feel free to come and join us. Again, we are the Bullish Bears. You can like and follow our fan page over here as well. We're always doing our best, as you can see here, guys, trying to put out a lot of content for you guys, really help you to become a good trader. So if you're new, you know, make sure you ask questions in our community. Really great, safe place to ask questions, get your questions answered. If for some reason you don't get your questions answered, you could always feel free to tag Tim, Dan, or myself over here. We get the notifications. You got it, Aaron. I love it. That makes you crack. That cracks me up. And again, guys, if you're not a member of our community yet, we have a whole bunch of good stuff over here. A day trading room, swing trading, and an options room. We have our trade alerts over here. Again, our alerts work much different than other companies. If you're watching this video, we don't tell you when to get in or when to get out. Perfect example on all these guys. You know, some of these get kind of tricky, right? You know, a lot of alert services. Are these chats on Facebook or their website? The chats right here. This will be on the YouTube video, but we have our chat rooms, right? So that's on our website over here. So this is where we do all our chatting and our trade rooms over here. this is where you would just become a member. We're only $10 a month. So again, our trade alerts, they're setups, they're key alert areas. So when these alerts go off, you don't just buy these, right? You want to obviously take our courses, learn how to, trade, learn about support and resistance. That's why we're doing all this stuff every day, guys. If you go over to, our YouTube channel, you'll see here, we did a live stream this morning. We did a trade alerts recap on how to trade our trade alerts. Our trade alerts today, they sucked. A couple of them were good. They could still go up, but today was an indecision day in the market. So our trade alerts really sucked. They didn't go out. They didn't do great today. Even though we got 100%, they all went off. That's where you got to be careful. So, right, you look over here, you can see today, all of our alerts triggered 100%, but only like 2 or 3 were good today. So, that's where you don't just get in and trade something just because an alert goes off. You have to know support. You have to know resistance. That's why we're teaching you support and resistance over and over and over till we're blue in the face to help try to make you guys better traders. Because if you join another place or another trading service and they're just calling out alerts to you, you're going to be constantly chasing. And again, even the best traders in the world, they fail 35, 40% of the time. So they can't, no trade is foolproof. That's the markets. The markets go up, markets go down, and then days like today, they trade sideways, right? So all that good stuff. We have our members only videos, trade ideas link. We share our scanner every day, watch list videos, all that good stuff. And as you can see here, guys, yeah, thanks. You don't do Facebook, so the web is great. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, come and join us, Robert. So if you're not a member yet, guys, we're again, $10 a month. Technically in our $10 a month, we actually don't even include our live streams, right? So you'll see in here, we don't even show that we're doing live streams, but you can see over here, we've been doing live streams. So what we're doing is, we're including right now, we don't have it on our website, but we're giving away the live streams, live market streams that we're doing for $10 a month. So what we're going to probably do is just anybody that's a member at $10 a month, we'll probably just grandfather you in. If someday, if we wake up and decide to change our price, who knows how long we'll keep. I mean, $10 a month is ridiculous for doing live streaming. If you look at other live streaming services, they're $150, $200 at least. Never mind if you do options and alerts and all of that stuff. You could be upwards of $300 a month for those types of services. We're $10. It's a joke, right? I don't need to have to explain this, but, again, we're always trying to help people. We're probably just going to lock everybody in. That's at $10. And then someday we may wake up and say, hey, we'll continue doing it for $10 forever. Or you might say, whatever down the road, hey, we'll charge more. We don't know yet. We'd like to keep it at $10. So the more you guys keep signing up at $10, the more we'll keep doing it at $10 for down the road. So that's what I got, guys. I am done. I am burnt out for the day. I pushed it out for you guys. Hopefully it helped you. I'm going to upload these. I'm going to email you guys. I'm going to go to Chipotle. I'm probably going to get a burrito. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw. I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow and do another live stream for you guys. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy.